Hey everybody. So first off, a rare delight for all of you seeing me in my glasses. This may be the only time you ever see this. So I know it's very exciting. Now, first I have to apologize. I totally goofed and didn't do my video post for yesterday, for day 4. It only just occurred to me when I was thinking I needed to do mine today that today's actually Friday, which would make it day 5, which would also explain why I wore a dress to work today when I could have worn jeans and a t-shirt. Anyway, digress a bit. So, trying to get us back on track and do the video post for prep day 4. We're getting close to the full start of our challenge. And so today I want to talk about sort of our promise to ourselves, or your promise to yourself, my promise to myself, etc. Our promise to ourselves, as well as tracking our progress, which I sort of touched on a little bit. I think it was yesterday. I'm not sure, when I talked about taking my my before photo. So first off, your promise. So if you haven't already done so, today is a great time, no time like the present, to figure out what your goals are for this 3-week challenge, the core fitness portion, which is 3 weeks. And that doesn't have to be a weight loss goal. It doesn't have to be anything specific like that. It could be to... It can be a fitness goal of a different type. It can be a nutrition goal. It can be, I want to be able to complete 20 jumping jacks by the end. I want to be able to get through the workout without stopping, whatever they may be. Of course, it's always good to have some sort of a measurable goal, so you know whether you're achieving it or not, right? And then you should also think about what's motivating you, right? Your why. We often talk about your why, and everyone's is different, but it needs to be a bit more than, it's not the same as your goal. So your goal is, I'm doing this to lose weight, for example, right? I want to lose 20 pounds. My goal is by the end of the 3 weeks to lose 5 pounds, whatever it may be. But that is more superficial, right? You really need to have a deeper why. That could be some health issues you've got. It could be your family. It can be feeling better about yourself, right? But it needs to be a real why. That's what's going to motivate you when the times get tough, right? When you're having trouble and you really don't want to get up. I know for me this morning, Mike was adorable. I finished my workout, and I actually did 2 because I had to do my core workout as well as my regular one because I missed it yesterday. And when I finished, he told me that, he said, "You done, mommy?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You need to do another workout." I said, "No, I'm done my workouts now, honey. I'm not doing any more." He said, "But you need to be strong." It was very cute. And, I love that he sees that. So for me, one of my whys, one of my motivations is setting a good example for my kids, right? So when the going gets tough, so you need to make a promise to yourself. We're all going to make promises to ourselves. Make a promise to yourself to do your best every day. Each and every day, we are going to give our best to this challenge, whatever that may be. That is a purely subjective thing, right? That one is not objective and measurable, but it is your best every single day. And we're going to do this together. So when the going gets tough, you've got all of us, right, to reach out, to see. And when the going gets tough, remember this promise to yourself to do your very best, and remember your why. So there we go, topic 1. Topic 2, tracking your progress, which I just mentioned with the goals. So as I mentioned, the other day with my photo, my before photo, there's lots of other ways to track. So you can weigh yourself. The scale can be a bit of a bitch. I don't really like weighing myself very often, and I don't recommend doing it too frequently because especially as women with our hormones, our weight can fluctuate a great deal. But it is one good indicator, especially if weight is one of your goals, to do it even if it's just the very beginning and the very end of the challenge and no time in between, to do your before weight and your photos and to do measurements. Okay, so in the Shift Shop Jumpstart Guide, there is a transformation tracker, and I've also included a tracker. It's slightly different. It's an older version, but it's essentially the same. I've included in the files in the challenge group. So it's a way to write down record your measurements and your weight at the beginning of the challenge, and then you do it again at the end. Now, you may not want to do this, but you will regret not doing it. So you'll be very thankful you've done this at the end when you can have something to compare to. But another good reason to do it is the Beachbody Challenge Contest, where when you complete a program, you submit your results, and all you have to do is say you've completed it and submit your results. It doesn't matter what your results are. You get a free t-shirt, in this case, for whatever program you're doing, Shift Shop. I'm excited to get my swag. Who doesn't like getting free stuff? But you also get entered in to win other cash and prizes. So make sure you do it, and make sure you enter the contest, because it really, I know a lot of times people don't bother, but really it just takes a couple minutes to enter, and why not, right? There's really no downside. So anyway, make that promise to yourself, figure out what your why is and what your goals are, and then share them below in the comments. I think it'll be great for us all to see how many different goals people have and one thing about sharing your goals, it makes you a little more accountable, right? So at least share your why if you're not comfortable sharing your goal, but we'd love to see everybody's goals as well. And then just put down that you did do your measurements and your photos and all that different stuff, and that you've tracked it. You don't need to put what they are. Just put that you have done it, okay? Feel free to share that with your coach, though, if you want to, from another accountability perspective. And that's it. So we'll be back with the actual day 5, probably a little later, and we'll squish them all in so that we catch up for day 7 before we get going on Monday. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.